Okay, so hello everybody. Welcome to this video today where I am introducing to you some of the very wise women who have trained with the School of Gaia over the past years. It's quite a while, isn't it, Nina, since we first knew each other?
It certainly is.
Yeah, so my name is Sarah Estelle, and I'm the founder of the School of Gaia. We used to be known as essentially Flowers. We just changed our name, but we do the same thing. So I'd like to introduce you today to Nina Ritchie. As I said, Nina is a very, very wise woman in the world of essences. Even though she might not claim it for herself, I'm going to claim it for her. And I've invited her on today to speak to you about how essences helped her as a mother, time and time and time and time again, and what her passion is now is to help mothers and therefore their children. So I'm handing over to you, Nina. Would you like to introduce yourself and tell everybody how essences came to you?
Thank you, Sarah. Yes, my name is Nina Ritchie. I live in Oxfordshire with my husband, and our five children come and go quite a bit. So I came across the essences a really long time ago. I was in a shop buying presents for my sister and my brother, and I saw this box with funny little bottles in it, and I thought, what, really? So I asked the person, what are these bottles? And they said, oh, they affect your emotional state. I thought, you've got to be pulling my leg. I don't really get that. But anyway, I loved the look of these bottles. I was strangely drawn to them and gave a box each to my sister and brother, who, of course, hadn't a clue what to do with them. So I was gifted them back, which was in the new year, which was actually perfect because I was still as deeply fascinated by them as I ever was. So I took them, realized their benefit, trained, and at that time I was already a mother myself. So what I'm doing today is actually bringing together my two. This is such an exciting moment for me because these are my two main passions in life: as a flower essences and parenting. So I'm so excited to be here to be able to talk about both these. So I've been a parenting practitioner. That means helping families when they have problems with their relationships with their children for a good, I don't know, 20 years or so, working all over Oxfordshire in this capacity. And I just love that work. And alongside, I love the essences and my own experiences with the essences regarding family life has been, it just never ceases to amaze me. So
Mm.
that's where I am at the moment.
Yeah, I love that you're now ready to kind of like really beam this out. So it might help everybody to know to give some practical ways essences can help. Um, so people can see that they're not just kind of woo-woo little bottles that do magic, because they're not. I mean, they do magic, but in very 3D terms.
Yeah, definitely.
Did they help you at the beginning? When I'm guessing you were probably, if you're a mother of five children, which you are, you were probably quite overwhelmed and
Yeah,
busy.
I think motherhood, parenthood can be overwhelming. So you actually need something to guide you and to ground you. This is what I found with the essences. I am quite a practical person. We live a very practical life, so I had no time for anything that wasn't actually going to help in a way that I could notice. So um, I think every young parent experiences exhaustion. They experience bewilderment. They experience this isn't what I expected. This is not like my previous life. Life help. So I did find essences to help all those states of mind. And what they actually essentially did was to return me to a state within myself when I was calm, calmer at least, and able to see things clearly and able to access a wisdom which helped me realize what was going on, what I needed to do, and just to hold tight. I don't know if that's in any way helpful, but that was my experience when I first started taking essences. Obviously, as you go along, you need different things because your children are presenting with um, different behaviors and different challenges. So what you take, what you want, changes as they grow older and as your circumstances change. But at every single stage of my life as a mother and of my life as a parenting practitioner, different things have come to help me in sometimes pretty unexpected ways, but it's been a really strong feature of my life that these have helped me through so many crises. And I don't always I don't always prescribe them for my clients, but I do when they ask, and they similarly report back insights, a feeling of calm, a feeling of I can do this. This isn't so bad. There is light at the end of the tunnel. I am who I always was, but just maybe in an expanded, because there's nothing like parenthood to to make you grow and grow and grow, because it's not like anything else you've ever done in your life. Um, so there's lots of essences that have helped me along the way to do this.
Mm. And when we met,
Mm,
really helpful what you just shared, Nina, because I think we do need to make this very practical for people because
yeah.
otherwise, why would people, like wait 3 years to get a result? Um, so you and I first met when your children were grown and
Mm,
you were already a batch practitioner,
mm.
and then you decided to go deeper into your training with the School of Gaia
Yes, I did. Yeah. Never looked back.
because your children had just left. You were doing the empty nest thing, weren't you? So tell us if people are watching and they are in that other big, the children come in, everything changes, and then they leave. Oh my goodness. How did
Yeah,
that
that's
you?
so hard. That is so hard. It is a grief. It really is like a grief. Because your children, of course, they're still alive, which is thankfully, but your own role and your own role changes in a way that you're not really ready for. And you're so good at giving out, and you're so good at making the household work, and you're so good at listening to your children coming in with their problems. And suddenly, this need for you is changing hugely, or is indeed not there for the moment. And that can be um, a really devastating moment unless you are able once again to take a step back with the essences, to see your life through a different lens, to take a more of a perspective about the stage of life that your children are now at. And then you can gradually come to terms with it. I have found that immensely valuable, and again very practical, because it has to be something that anybody, whoever they are, can access. And it does there are some essences that really enhance your understanding, your own self-esteem, because that can take a real nosedive when you're de-rolled suddenly. You need something to help you keep above water, and have faith in yourself, have faith in your ability to still be worthwhile and still have things to offer to other people. Rocky times, but you do come through them, and it's always expedited with the help of essences, is what I have found.
Mm. So, what would be one essence that helped you as a young mother when you were looking after children, and another essence that helped you with the empty nest feelings?
Well, I think as a very young mother, as a mother of a very young child, I think probably I I needed olive more than anything else, because you are exhausted and I didn't know what to do. And I took this olive essence, and a neighbor gave me half an hour to have a snooze, which I did. And while I was just going off to sleep, having had the olive, suddenly my something opened, and I received, if you like, if it's not too woo-woo, I suddenly realized I could do some things. I could advertise for somebody to come 3 times a week to give me 2 hours off. I could there were other practice. I could get a crock pot, a slow cooker, so I could cook the evening meal in the morning when I had the energy. And there are lots of little time saving and labor saving devices that I suddenly became aware of, that would help me not feel exhausted. So I did these things, and I wasn't so exhausted. So the olive works on so many ways. It can make you feel better. It can give you ideas how you can help yourself, how you can get things in motion to help you in your life, so that you are not so exhausted. And I thought that was a really amazing moment for me to realize that these essences can help us see clearly the practical things that we can do. These ideas come to you. These ideas, they allow ideas to come to you to help you, help yourself, really. Um, so I found olive to be of huge, huge importance.
That's one of the batch essences, isn't
Yeah,
it?
that's the batch essence. And
BAH, yeah.
I'm going to pop in here with a third vital group of essences. I will come to the empty nesting in a minute, but I think all mothers everywhere, or people everywhere, need to dip in and out of the emergency essences that are available in very many ranges. There's a batch rescue remedy, and we have the healing herbs, and we have all most of the other essence ranges that there are do have combination essences for times of emergency. Take them. They're really, really, really helpful. And some of them are really quite pokey, quite quick acting. I found the Australian ones particularly particularly helpful, especially as I've got four boys and one girl. And I found that if I'm dealing with the male, the Australian bushflower essences are just that bit. They just have um, a certain ability to help a mum cope with boys. I found that's only my own personal experience. Other people might find different. But I found dipping in and out of emergency S's was just incredible. Empty nesting, um, something maybe slightly gentler is called for in empty nesting, something to restore your faith in yourself. Maybe the bat Serato. I think Natalia Montes, Patagonia answers the torrent duck is amazing because that allows you to be in the chaos but not of it. So you can see your roles changing. You can see your children going down, doing things you'd really rather they weren't, but they are. So, and you know you can't interfere. So it gives you the grace. It gives you the ability to stand straight, stand your ground, and let life happen. No, and with the faith and the trust that life will be all right.
Mhm.
And other essences for empty nesting. I found bleeding heart. Your Sarah, your bleeding heart was just restored. It mended my heart again, if you like, because your heart can feel very stretched when your children are leaving. Although you want them to, that is you are fulfilling your job as a parent, which is make your child independent and leave home. So I found your bleeding heart helped me knit together all the different strands of what I was doing as a mother at that time.
That's the moonflower essences from
Yeah,
my.
Moonflower, yes, yes, from Sarah's range, yeah.
Yeah, so that's been quite recent, that one, hasn't it?
Yeah, yeah. It's been yes, yes. That's been relatively recent. So my baby, if you like, has been coming and going from home. She was at home all through COVID, and now she's not. So she's my most recent reason to have bleeding heart or to have help from um, the essences that can provide relief when you are going through empty nesting.
Yeah, that's beautiful, Nina. Yeah, so if anybody's watching, Nina's given you some really practical ideas. If you need support with the essences, please just speak to us underneath this social media post or wherever you see it. And if you'd like a professional to support you, please get in touch with Nina. How you can do that is literally just comment on the video, wherever you find it, and we'll make sure that we get you in touch with Nina because there's nothing quite like, I know myself when I first started with essences, we can doubt ourselves quite a lot, can't we, Nina?
Oh yes, it's all too easy to do.
It's like, oh, well, nothing's working. And sometimes, as Nina said several times, we need to step back. And that's really hard to do when we're in a whirl of overwhelm and perhaps something that feels a bit chaotic. And when somebody else is holding space with you, it can change everything because you get to be heard and you get to be witnessed, and that person can make those decisions with you. And that is what Nina does.
Yes, and I love doing it. Furthermore,
Yeah, well, that's beautiful. And right, why one of the reasons I really wanted you to meet some of these amazing women, because the School of Gaia has over 110 graduates now, and they are all deeply trained in all aspects of healing, in essences, in trauma work. and they've all used essences themselves. They are products actually of long-term essence taking. So they are women like you, Nina, are deeply, deeply here to support others. Yeah. So thank you for joining me.
Thank you, Sarah.
And again, is there anything you want to share before we say goodbye? Anything that you didn't get to say yet?
There's so many things I haven't covered, um, but at every stage of my life as a parent, I have found essences to be inspiring and to show and to help show the next step, the way forward, and I would not want to be without them.
Mm, beautiful. Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much, Nina. If you're watching this video, wherever you're watching it, please say hello to us because one, it's always nice to know that somebody who is watching, and secondly, it also helps the pesky algorithms to get this out to more people. And that is Nina's passion as a parent to get as many women as possible and perhaps men too support. And of course, it's part of my wish because I want as many people as possible to know how beautiful the essence support is. Thank you again, Nina. Thank you for your time. Okay, bye bye.